Catholic bishops call for prayer following the assassination of Charlie Kirk. On the 10th of September 2025, conservative activist and founder of Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk, was fatally shot during a speaking event at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. The incident, described by authorities and witnesses as an apparent assassination, sent shockwaves through the American political and religious landscapes. Kirk, aged 31, was a prominent voice in conservative circles, known for his advocacy on issues like free speech, pro-life causes, and Christian values. He left behind a wife and 2 young children. In the aftermath, Catholic bishops across the United States have united in calls for prayer, emphasizing themes of peace, reconciliation, and an end to political violence amid a deeply polarized society. Charlie Kirk rose to prominence as a young conservative commentator, co-founding Turning Point USA in 2012 to mobilize college students toward right-wing ideologies. His The American Comeback Tour was underway when the tragedy struck. Reports indicate Kirk was discussing mass shootings with an attendee when a single gunshot, allegedly from a sniper in a nearby campus building, struck him in the neck. He was pronounced dead shortly after. Turning Point USA confirmed his death in a statement. "It is with a heavy heart that we confirm that Charles James Kirk has been murdered. May he be received into the merciful arms of our loving Savior." The suspect remains at large, prompting a nationwide manhunt, as announced by President Donald Trump, who mourned Kirk as the great and even legendary Charlie Kirk. The Catholic Church's response has been swift and poignant, reflecting the ongoing Jubilee Year of Hope 2025 proclaimed by Pope Leo XIV to foster spiritual renewal and mercy. U.S. Catholic leaders, including the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, have framed the assassination within a broader epidemic of violence plaguing the nation. In a statement, the USCCB highlighted recent tragedies, including a school shooting in Minneapolis that claimed 2 children's lives and the murder of Ukrainian refugee Irina Zarutska in Charlotte. "The assassination is a tragedy for our country and for humanity," said Bishop Oscar A. Solis of Salt Lake City, whose diocese encompasses the site of the attack. He extended condolences to Kirk's family and urged prayers for deliverance from such acts. Bishop Michael F. Burbidge of Arlington issued a personal statement. "In Charlotte, the murder of Ukrainian refugee Irina Zarutska, and now the political assassination of Charlie Kirk, known for his commitment to life and faith." He called for national reflection on the sanctity of life. Similarly, Bishop Robert Barron, a close associate of Kirk, shared on social media, "Charlie was a great debater, but he was, first and last, a passionate Christian." Barron had recently scheduled an interview with Kirk and noted their last exchange. "I'm excited to join you on your show soon. God bless you." Bishop Michael Olson of Fort Worth echoed this, tweeting, "Please pray for the repose of Charlie's soul and for his widow and young children. Pray that God deliver us from this violent attack on peaceful, respectful, and intelligent discourse." Public figures with Catholic ties also joined the chorus. Vice President J.D. Vance, a Catholic, posted, "Dear God, protect Charlie in his darkest hour," before Kirk's death was confirmed. California Governor Gavin Newsom, another Catholic, condemned the violence and called for unity. Even former President Joe Biden, a Catholic, stated on X, "There is no place in our country for this kind of violence. Jill and I are praying for Charlie Kirk's family and loved ones." The calls for prayer extend beyond statements. In Arizona, Catholics held a Rosary vigil for Kirk, while the Diocese of Salt Lake City organized masses for peace. This response aligns with the Church's broader push against societal division, as seen in the USCCB's decision to make its ad hoc committee against racism a permanent subcommittee, focusing on justice and anti-discrimination. In a polarized America, Kirk's death underscores the dangers of heated rhetoric. As one commentator noted in America magazine, "While the assassination of Mr. Death, Kirk understandably commands our attention, there's a cascade of recent violence to accompany it." Pew Research surveys from September 2025 show 80% of U.S. Catholics approve of Pope Leo XIV's messages on human dignity and reconciliation, providing a backdrop for these appeals. Ultimately, the bishop's pleas remind us of the Jubilee's theme, Pilgrims of Hope. In vigils, masses, and social media posts, Catholics are urged to pray not just for Kirk, but for national healing. As Bishop Barron reflected, Kirk's faith was his core. May it inspire a turn toward peace in these perilous times.